Hello, and welcome back, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. We are going to be talking about a few different things today. One, HEX is 3.69 years old. Check it out. That is freaking awesome. We are almost on the 4-year cusp. Right now, we're already on the second half toward that being attainable. Now, folks, what's crazy about that is Ethereum is only 8 years old. So if you actually think about from the standpoint of where we are in crypto, we are still freaking early. And I want to share that with everyone and keep everyone reminded of this fact. I see so many people kind of worrying what's going on, plenty of FUD happening, plenty of uncertainty, plenty of doubt going all around from everywhere. And guys, at the end of the day, if you cannot handle this FUD and you sell at a loss, and that just is what it is, so that way you can rest your life and soul a little easier and breathe easier and just relax, then go ahead and sell and just get it out of the way. But don't expect to sell now and buy back in lower. That is a very dangerous game to play that several people have been wrecked on. In fact, I had a Patreon group call a little bit earlier today where we actually checked out a few different wallets happening within the ecosystem of HEX and PulseChain. And what's crazy is there was one wallet in particular that has spent $250,000 over the last 30 days and also sold $250,000. They literally made, I think they actually lost, if I'm being real. They lost $1,000 throughout all those transactions of 250,000, turning it in to 249,000 with many, I'm talking many transactions, probably about 10 per day. Now, guys, that is a dangerous game to play. It's not worth it. You will end up catching the bad end of the stick one day where you have nothing left to hold and you fall off. And that just is what it is. And then you get left behind because these prices, while they're low, while they're great, while they're amazing right now, they are not going to last forever. So if you are still in, this could be a great time to go ahead and take advantage of that as well. So let me say what's up to some people real quick, and then we're going to get into a couple of different topics that I was just off the top of my head today while I was sitting around. I appreciate everyone who loved the stream that I did while I was disc golfing yesterday. That was a fun little stream that I put together. Maybe I'll do some more. I'm actually already thinking about the next places to go. So maybe we can make something happen there. Or maybe I pull out a tripod. I don't even know. We're going to get a little bit crazy with it. But it's all fun. It's all games. And we all just like to have an enjoyable time. And I really do mean my message from yesterday. Get out and touch nature and get away from the computer. If these prices are affecting you and it's hurting your soul. Again, there's a difference between looking at the price and knowing where it's at, just to know where it's at, and having it physically and emotionally affect you and your person at these prices at this time. So be very careful if you feel yourself getting some type of emotional sentiment toward these prices because you're financially involved in it. Maybe stepping away from the computer, muting the people who are fudding your bags. I don't know what you got to do to make sure you're good for yourself, but be good to yourself, folks. Be good to yourself. Crypto Bindu, what's up, my friend? TX ain't getting eaten by no tiger today. What up? How you doing, man? What's up, Westcott? How you doing, my boy? Much love to you, my friend. Eric Johansson, let's go. Nosuna, ready? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Prospector, GM, we got pretzels in the chat. We got the Christmas tree in the chat as well. And folks, the tree is in fact still here. For those of y'all who are wondering, the tree is still here. Okay. So I had to share that because some people are like, what happened to the tree? It's funny how that became a thing of staple for my channel, but it's all good. Gloria, much love to you as well. John Neese, what's good? Random ass times for these streams, fam, of course. Yo, today has just been full of just streams. So it's been a busy freaking day, right? So I did the Patreon group call this morning, which I do once a week. And I did, and then we ended up going over to my niece in their house. They just got a brand new house. So we went and spent time with them. We had all the fun there. On my disc golf journey yesterday, I lost a disc, which is always part of the whole journey of disc golf. For those people who disc golf, they know. But someone messaged me while I was at the niece's house and said, hey, found your disc. And I went ahead and picked it up. So My day has been a little bit jumbled, but I appreciate everyone's patience on this. And it's Sunday, guys. It's a fun day. We're gonna be here, we're gonna hang out. We're just gonna have some fun. Doug is over here saying, Westcott, don't you know? 3.69 years old. Yes, sir. It sure is, as a matter of fact. And what's crazy is I did this from a standpoint of, kind of where everything ends up sitting right now. So, right. So if I go to share the screen right now, I pulled up the good old gematria calculator, and this is actually coming from already Waters Above. I'm sure several people know Waters Above in our ecosystem just through the fact that he's had streams with Crypto Coffee. He's done things with Randy Hilarski, and it's just a good overall person from Waters Above. But anyways, long story short, the only reason why I wanted to pull up the gematria calculator, or gematria, I know it's gematria. I don't really care. I just like saying Germinator and gematria and all that good stuff. So don't sue me, bro. But HEX is 3 years and 254 days old. Now, of course, you can break it down in a simple manner as well and do 254 divided by 365, and that gets you 0.69, boys and girls. So we are 3.69 years old today, as a matter of fact, and that is fantastic news, guys, because damn, how freaking epic is that? We got the inflation rate at 3.69. We got everything at 3.69, man. We got so many things that are based on it. And I'm a big fan of the Fibonacci sequence. In fact, you can kind of see it on my whole arm right here. This is what that is. It's a whole Fibonacci sequence going on. But anyways, big fan of all of the process behind it. And the reason why I love it so much is because, again, I know it's just taking the previous two numbers, adding them together to get the next number. And I know this starts off on much lower numbers, but from Fibonacci just itself, if you take 3 and you take 6 and you add them together, you get 9. So I love the symmetry of everything that we get brought about right now. And folks, if you don't know, we are entering a blue new moon cycle, and this is actually so much fun, as a matter of fact, because if y'all haven't seen this before, the full moon thing is real, man. I mean, I hate to say it, but like, damn, the full moon thing just be getting people. So what I'm looking at right now is the fact of the full moon cycle. So right here is the HEX chart. This is HEX on Ethereum, by the way, just if y'all don't know already. It's HEX on Ethereum, and what it does is it shows a 9 EMA, 15 EMA. This is telling you when you would have gotten out if you were going to be trading. Do not trade. It sucks, man. It sucks. It's actually really does break your soul, man. It really does. You can be profitable, but there's only so many times you can make a certain number of transactions before one of them will bite you in the ass. And typically the one that bites you is the one that gets you because you were overconfident in your trade. I'm not going to get into the details of how all that works right now, but it's just one of those things. So folks, we had the full moon right here. Now, for those of y'all who do not know, August 1st is, I got these backwards. August 1st is going to be a full moon right here. Whoops, let me just go ahead and draw a little arrow up. So full moon right here, August 1st, boom, new moon up here. So we are entering in the phase of a full moon. And for those of y'all who don't know, full moon brings bearish energy, new moon brings bullish energy. August is actually a random occurrence of a blue moon where you have 2 full super moons, which is absolutely wild. So we are probably going to be feeling some pain for the month of August for those of y'all who may have not been properly prepared in this situation. But at this point in time, we do have a full moon. We are going into a new moon here in the next week or so, and it's coming up real soon. Looking forward to some bullish energy. Again, I'm not trying to make any plays. I'm not trying to get in, get out, or do anything crazy at this point in time. I just want to share this information because, again, I think it's kind of neat. I think it's kind of cool when you actually look at all of this information as well. Now, what I was talking about earlier was a couple of different, let me just see real fast. Give me 1 second. I saw a funny little quote or a comment in here. Let me just put it up right there. Cool. What is going on? Let me go back and check something out. Marcavelli, how you doing, my friend? ATX, you are a source of positivity. I appreciate that, Charleston. Much appreciation. ATX, you buy a 10-foot diameter satellite dish for your next outdoor rainforest excursion. Yo, so I was laughing because you can now do certain items with fun technology, right? One of them being, of course, the ability to travel with internet everywhere. So I debated getting like a mobile hotspot. I debated doing something with with the ability to actually get live streams out there while I'm disc golfing. I think it's a lot of fun. Try going bowling next time. I don't know if y'all bowl, but I love bowling. That's my other fun activity that as well. So for those of y'all who also bowl and disc golf, congrats to y'all, man. Y'all are G's. Yes, I will work on finding some way somehow. Happy 369, exactly, Orion. You get it. You get it. I know you do. Yo, I saw Bendu Bard and Westcott cameos on the dock. I know, John Neese. I seen it too, man. That was absolutely epic. We got our co-hosts of Pulse Nation, Westcott, popping up on the Highest of Stakes documentary. We also have, of course, Bendu Bard showing up and several other guests. I actually quite enjoyed the Highest of Stakes, and I can't wait for everyone to have a chance to see it, react to it, have their own opinions about it. The only thing that I'm upset about is you got everything from like the sizzle reel and all the other reels that we've had for the highlight reel and trailer and all these different reels, and there were several things cut out from that sizzle reel in the movie. So I don't know how that really worked out or what the whole mechanic behind it was and why it was all excluded, but neither here nor there. It was excluded, but there were several other points in time that, man, they did a really good job just kind of breaking it down. Of course, you feel the pain. You're on the journey. You're with them as well. We've already been on the journey. We know where prices sit right now. We know where prices are. So kind of cool, kind of interesting. I want everyone to be able to see that too, for sure. Hey, TX, what's up, Nostina? Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you as well. It's 103 degrees. I am not going outside today. So it was funny because I didn't plan initially on going outside. It is 104 degrees here, or 103 degrees, or something just ridiculously high. I can probably take a little gander right now. Currently, it says it's 102 right now, so high of 103. But damn, that is a toasty day. I wasn't gonna go outside, right? I was planning on just chilling inside, just relaxing, and then of course the whole day began. The excursion began. I got a little message from my disc being found, and so I was like, fuck it, might as well just get a little 9-hole round in. So I got a couple of throws in while I was out there today. That's why I was rushing back to get to the stream. I was like, oh no, I gotta get going. So we're here now today, but I'm right there with you, News Bandit. If you are going out, stay hydrated. Make sure in general you're drinking freaking water, folks. Like, it doesn't really get discussed often enough, but damn, man, water's so much freaking better for you. Again, I stopped drinking probably about a year and a half ago or so. I don't even remember the exact time. I want to say December of 2021, maybe. I don't know. I don't like focusing so much on that date because damn, dude, whenever I start focusing on it and I start counting how many days and all that, I'm like, I can just do something. And so it's been a little bit of a journey, by far one of the crazier ones that I've been able to overcome. And yeah, drinking water, man, became one of my favorite freaking things. I got tired of just waking up with a little hangover, whether I had 2 beers, 5 beers, 8 beers, 12 beers. If I had 2 shots, 1 shot, 5 shots, 10 shots, I always just woke up with a hangover the next day. And I was like, it's garbage, dude. Forget this. I don't need this in my life. And you get a lot more productive when you stop drinking. Surprise, surprise. But hey, you do you, boo. You got to do it at your own pace when you feel ready for it. Prices suck whenever I can't find any more couch pennies to cash in on the dips. John, I'm right there with you, man. I said this the other day, yo, but I stopped paying my freaking lawnmower service to get the ability to DCA in. Now, that was a wild little thing, but I was like, yo, fuck, that's extra money I can just be spending toward this. And it's no joke, man. I really am serious about where the prices currently are right now. These are phenomenal opportunities for those people who want to see this into the future. Think about just, again, any crypto that's out there that has done well in the past and how long it's really been, right? Now, you got, of course, the meme coins that shoot off to the freaking moon, but the chances that you get that, slim to none. Chances that you make the right play in that, slim to none. Chances that you turn something like $2,000 into $70 million and then be able to cash out, slim to none, right? Most likely you're going to sell from 2,000 to 8,000, or if you happen to just be randomly forgetting about it and catch it at the right time and you log in at 2,000 to 10,000, you sell. That's not a bad play. That's a good little 5x your money. That's a get in, get out game though. So I'm not about the whole meme coin thing. I'd rather buy something that I think and believe in long term. shit, I'm staked in HEX for 15 years, so I'm right there with you. What's up, Tin Top? How you doing, my friend? Bugs. What's up, good? What's good, fam? Dude, I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. Hit the likes, people. I appreciate that, Tin Top. Hey, PulseChain winner. Dude, we are all PulseChain winners. And you know what's funny, man? I really do believe this whenever I say that every one of us were brought here into this ecosystem for a freaking reason. Whether you're buying, trading, selling, whether you're doing whatever, putting out content, whatever's going on, making Twitter posts, doing whatever, man. You were brought here in this community for a reason. So don't let it just pass you by, right? Take advantage and just take all this in right now. Like, these are all going to be those little stories that you say going forward into the future. Right now, we're looking at it from a micro perspective and looking at it from a one page, 1 day scenario as to what's going on day by day. But if you really just zoom out in the whole thing, I mean, I'm sure, yes, you can look at the price chart and we can make a story as to what was going up around that time. But at the end of the day, prices in the system and the market are just going to do what they do. So whether you're going with the norm and trying to fit in, which in most cases, when you go with the norm, you get fucked. Just being real with that. So much love to everyone who's here. You were here for a reason. I bought some more. I'm probably a squid now with 400 million PulseX. Gloria, that does, in fact, make you a squid, my love. So I have a fun little thing that I ended up making for the leagues of PulseChain, PulseX, where they stand, how it works, and all that good stuff. And in fact, we've already kind of gone through them in the past as well. But I will briefly pull it up. Why is there no pictures? What? Give me 1 second here. Weird. Oh, there they are. All right, cool. Why are they named 1 and 2? That's so stupid. Anyways, I'm just beating up on myself over here right now. That's basically what that was. So what I was doing was actually pulling up this little league right here. So if you are buying PulseX, in fact, right here at the 210 million PulseX mark, you have become a squid in that league, which is 0.001% of the circulating supply. So at 400 million, you have done well for yourself to attain the squid status. If you are wanting to move up in the ranks, this is a quick little gander as to what the ranks are looking like. Congratulations on that, Gloria. Much love. Shout out to you on that one. And yeah, I mean, every one of y'all at this with these prices can take advantage of what's going on. I know I've done the same thing for the PulseChain leagues as well, but since we're talking about leagues anyways, and since we're going ahead and sharing that information, let me go ahead and just share the same thing with you with PulseChain. So if you are a PulseChain league, then to be a squid, you would need 150 million pulse. So fun fact for everyone, if you didn't know that already, you have goals to attain and goals to aspire to and all that good stuff as well. Congrats on that. Something I mentioned as well, just very briefly in the Patreon, was don't set your goals so low that you can just attain it within a week, right? While these prices are phenomenal and amazing and you can take full advantage of them at these local levels right now, if your goal is set so low that you can attain it within 1 paycheck or 2 paychecks, we got to bump that goal up if you are wanting to stay in the ecosystem, because the more capital that you come up with right now, the more you're going to appreciate it in the future when prices are higher. And I've done this in the past as well, but even if PulseX only reaches 1/10 of a penny, but you got yourself 1 billion tokens during that time, you still made $1 million within that token. You're holding on paper $1 million. So keep that in mind. That's just what this is. And the ecosystem's there, folks. Damn, Gloria, that's what's up. Yeah, exactly. Congrats. Much love. Yeah, got emaciated. Hello. Shout out to everyone right here. Yeah, look at that. Yes, sir, Muse Bandit. Sure is. That's a cool tat, dude. I appreciate that, Orion. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, I got a lot of tats, obviously. So many tats. Tats for days. I got my whole back's covered, legs covered. I got tats. I love tats. Looking to get some more tats. Coming anniversary time with the wife, so that's something that we tend to do with each other. We get a little tats as a anniversary present for ourselves. In fact, that's what this whole sleeve is right here, is one of the anniversary gifts. But anyways, we're not talking about anniversaries, are we? Not only does Waters Above Crypto do streams with hexagons, his predictions are on point. Tentop, I cannot disagree with you, man. And I hate to say it, but damn, dude, that dude has made some calls on that one that weren't really popular opinions, and they tended to play out exactly like he called. So when I was looking at it from that standpoint, I was quite shocked. But whenever I looked at it from our standpoint of what we actually got going on right now, it actually kind of surprised me because I mean, shit, dude. I keep hearing everyone say this terrible freaking notion of it can't get any worse, and I don't want y'all saying that because it truly can. It really, really can, and I really do mean that as well. Like if you put that out there in the universe is going to come right back and show you that it can do whatever the heck it wants. So be careful about just saying that in general. Don't tempt fate. That's how I feel about that right there. But this is a PulseChain price right now. So after HEX has reached 3.69 years old, where does it all stand and what are we looking at? So we got the HEX price not only, of course, right over here with everything happening, but this is just a little fun thing. And I'll turn off the moon phases real fast. But this is just another little fun thing that I like to look at. That's not the full HEX chart. This is the full HEX chart. Okay, cool. So we have actually now reached a point in time. Now, again, this is going all the way back here. You got to imagine, folks, HEX being 3.69 years old, this is what it's looking like from all the way down here. If you were to capture this exact bottom, even right now with current prices, you're still up 50x your money. That's pretty damn good. And that's not even the exact bottom. I don't know why it stopped there and drew it there, but because I have magnet on. That makes more sense. You're still up 74 extra money if you caught that bottom. So congrats to anyone who got in at that price, man. I know I definitely missed that. I wasn't around at these prices over here, but I know several people who bought in when the Godwell got in. They're still up. So again, guys, don't let everything happen. Don't let everything stop you at this point in time for going and attaining the goals and the status that you want to attain. This is Ethereum HEX, by the way, because the Ethereum HEX is what's 3.69 years old. But what I drew right here was this little white line. And I do believe that if we are looking at where prices may end up going into the near interim future, I'm looking at this white line right here in particular. And the only reason why I have this white line here is because this is basically the only level of support that we have. And in most cases with markets and the way it works is things like to fill in the gaps. So we actually have a gap right now in this little range from it coming back. And now we're probably going to go back and retest this range. If it goes down any lower, probably looking at 2 zeros and a 2. So 0.2 of a penny. I have limit orders, and I've told this so many freaking times. Set yourself limit orders, folks. Limit orders are the way. Limit orders will save you emotionally from being down on this one or feeling bad about buying. Because I know several people bought when it was 3 cents and it was hovering in this 3-cent range for forever. And even if you bought over here in this 3-cent range right now, you're still down 84%. Okay, so you're like all the people who were buying who didn't buy way back here, and in most cases, most of these people who bought back here also bought back here. So their average price is probably upwards in this little range. So I would say majority of folks are actually down on their bag right now, but I can't speak for everyone. I don't exactly know where everyone's at, but I can almost assure that most people are down at this time because of where everything's sitting. So do not beat yourself up if you are feeling some type of way at this time. I do feel that we are looking at this little range of price of 2 zeros and a 3. I have limit orders that go down starting at 3.8 right here, going down to 3 right here, going down to 2.4 right here, and then going all the way down to 1. Now, folks, if it hits a 2 zeros and a 1, $1,000 will get you 1 million pulse. Or I'm sorry, 1 million hex. Let me say that again. If the prices reach 2 zeros and a 1 down here in this range, $1,000 gets you 1 million hex. Now, I don't know if we're going to get that low. I have no freaking clue what's going to happen. What I do know for sure, though, is if it does get that low, I got limit orders set up just in case using CalSwap. And I've gone over limit orders ad nauseum before of how to get them done and make sure that everyone understands. If y'all have questions, go back and check out any of my previous videos. If you want, just check out some future videos. I'm sure I'll be going over limit orders again going forward into the future as well. But yes, Waters Above has done phenomenal in terms of his damn price prediction. So congrats to Waters Above for that, man. Just looking at everything using Gematria. pretty interesting stuff there, right? What up, Funkmaster Hex? How you doing, G? Alan Fizime, dude, Alan Fizime, I got all the love for you, my friend, and not all. I got all the love for all of y'all, for real, like for real, straight up. I really do mean that. For everyone who's watching, tuning in, checking out the streams, participating, being involved on Replay Gang, chats, comments, Patreon, all that good stuff. Shout out to all, everyone. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and all. But what's crazy about Alan is I associate him like he's the new Balliet, man. And I love Balliet, you know what I mean? But like Balliet back in the day, he was that guy who was just in every freaking stream. He was supporting all the streamers. He was in all the streams. If there was 3 streams going at the same time, it seemed like he was in all 3 at the same time, commenting, listening, participating, like being active. And I don't even know how he did it. Alan Fizime, shout out to you, because I feel like you are Balliet 2.0, if not better, because you've yeah, I mean, you're actually going in, hopping on streams now. You're getting everything done. So very interesting stuff there for you, Alan. And again, Balliet, dude, shout out to Balliet, man. We've had him on the stream with Pulse Nation, but Balliet is absolutely a phenomenal human being, and I am so happy to have met him, talk with him, and hopefully have him as a dear friend going forward into the future, being that I'm in this sucker for 15 years. I don't know about y'all, but I'm staked out with my HEX. What's up, Astri? How you doing, my friend? Yeah, exactly. Everyone's saying hello to Alan, as well-deserved and earned. What's up, Dosteezy? Gloria, I'm working on my garden, tending my potatoes in the sun, getting my vitamin D. I wish I had a green thumb, but everything that I touch in terms of vegetation and plants and floral dies. So congrats on being able to do that. I know several people have actually not only been able to do it, but also made a sustainable living where they don't even have to worry about going to the grocery market because they got chickens and they got their plants and their veggies and they got everything that they need all in their backyard, front yard, whatever it is. Freaking pretty cool right there, right? So I wish everyone the best of luck on that one. Gloria is crushing the game, not only in her PulseX position, but also the gardening game as well. Ivor Biggin, first time seeing the name. Don't drink too much water, bro. You'll get dehydrated. That's too funny. That is funny. I planted a sunflower today. We'll see if it survives. Yeah, sunflowers I hear actually are very, very good about surviving just all sorts of conditions without really putting in too much work. But I'm sure I'd somehow still screw that up too. So good luck to you, Alan. Nice. What's up, Jay? Everything? How you doing? Thank you, Orion. Yeah, exactly. Yo, how long does it take to bridge from ETH to Pulse approximately? Any tips? Thanks. Yeah, it takes about 30 minutes right now on average to get to ETH to PulseChain, and you literally just go to bridge.pulsechain.com. It will take you over to a bridge, and then from there you can actually go through and send it over, right? And so to kind of pull it up real fast, this is it right here. Bridge.pulsechain.com. You would come from the Ethereum network. You would send it over from whatever token that you want to have, and you can copy over any of these tokens. You can add your own custom token and bridge it over into the PulseChain system. On average, it takes about 30 minutes right now to complete. Same going backwards and forward from PulseChain to Ethereum, Ethereum to PulseChain. Alan Fizme handling the answer right there already. Exactly right there. 15 to 30 minutes. You got it. That's it. Awesome, but better starting in spring. Yeah, I'm sure it probably would have been better, but you know, there's no time like the present, as they say. Happy Sunday to you as well, Denise. Yeah, it is. It was the saddest one at Lowe's, dying, so I adopted it. There you go. Yeah, adopting plants. That just is comical in my head. If I go broke, at least I have patates. Congratulations, Gloria. Yeah, exactly. Is crushing it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Alan. She really is. Kind-hearted gentleman. He sure is. No kidding, and I'll have sunflower seeds. Hey, I try, but not always appreciated. Haha. But it's not about that. It's about saving this poor plant baking. Oh my gosh. Oh, you crack me up, man. Love the visual leagues. Gives you something to aspire, like you said, ATX. Thank you so much. It definitely gives you something to aspire to. If y'all want a picture of those leagues, I have it on my Twitter, ATX Crypt. If you go follow me over there as well, I'm sure you can just go back and check out previous posts where I've actually gone through and just made it a post. There were 2 individual posts, one for Pulse, one for PulseX. I'm sure you could just type in ATX Crypt leagues, and I bet you would find the pictures. As a matter of fact, let's take a little gander. So now that I'm back on Twitter, I actually wanted to share one of Richard Hart's most recent posts that he came through and did. Now, this is one of those crazy little things where Richard just goes through and says plenty of stuff to everyone to make it seem like, everything is all crazy and it is what it is. So I'll try to zoom in on this a little bit so that way everyone can kind of see things a little bit easier and better. But HEX has a technological advantage over Bitcoin. It has never had inflation bugs. It's likely to be more secure forever, as its consensus is locked inside a safe, audited inside an EVM safe. Bitcoin has no audits, which is why the consensus code's supply code isn't locked in a safe, which may be why it actually has some inflation bugs. Doesn't burn up the environment to mint new coins. It's affordable to credit other addresses. And I love this little stuff where he starts breaking this down. HEX is more decentralized than Bitcoin. To mint new BTC, you must beg one of a few companies to sell you one of their Bitcoin ASIC miners and in a timely manner, or you can't mine. Then you have to maintain them with connectivity, electricity, and cooling. Minting HEX requires none of the begging of that or decentralization. And again, you can actually come on down. Details of those Bitcoin bugs, he actually breaks it down exactly when it happened. The CVE 2010 55139 bug was announced in August 15th of 2010. So damn, we are almost coming up on a 13-year announcement of a bug where it minted 184 billion Bitcoin. However, and it did require a chain rollback. And then, of course, there was another bug where a Bitcoin Cash developer found it, disclosed it, and they fixed it in time before any exploitation was able to get it done. HEX solves this by locking up the economics code in an immutable smart contract. And of course, you can see HEX is a great tech, flawlessly functioning for 3.69 years. Let's go! 3.69 once again. While so many other things have failed, it's a good thing writing software and speech is a protected human right, or else we might never make technological progress. So I pull that up because, again, that is just one of those fun little things that you can actually end up doing. So if I come over to, I guess, where would I go? Search here, type in ATX Crypt, and type in leagues. Let's see exactly what pulls up. So, bam, what do you know? I got the PulseX League. I got the PulseChain League. It's exactly like I figured. So if you want a copy of this yourself, you can come on over to my Twitter. A sub and a follow would always be appreciated if you are coming up and appreciating this information as we are sharing, discussing, and disclosing with everyone. Where's the Christmas tree? I showed it earlier, but again, it's still right here, man. Don't worry. That Christmas tree is still up. We still good. We still Gucci. Christmas. Let me kind of rephrase. There you go. Now you can kind of see the little tip of the Christmas tree. There you go. I'll leave it right there. I just need the tip, right? I just need the tip. That's what she said. Turtle Power, what's up? Alan Fizame, sunflower seeds will complement the patates. Fane. Yes, it sure will. Love waters above 2. He called the 0.003 hex. He sure freaking did. Dang, waters above. Yeah, these huge dips are a blessing for us folks who are not swimming in endless resource. Yeah, I mean, it's at this point in time, though, it feels like all the resources that I was even sitting on have been drained or used or deployed because these prices have been freaking good for like the last 2 years. But not only the last 2 years, for the last 90 days, folks. PulseChain is 90 days old tomorrow. And in fact, I'll probably end up doing a stream on that. So we'll take a little gander as to where everything's sitting right now. Hexakin lost in Asia. Much love. I feel like that's me. Yeah, it definitely is. As long a long hold and not sell the dip, you'll be okay. I have been there before. Yep, for sure. Your plants probably died because the male dogs cocked their legs on them. Yeah, we just got our first female dog. As a matter of fact, we have had 4 dogs, and we had lost one of them recently. He was Maji, my buddy, passed away, and it was unfortunate. Came quick. Hit home hard, and as fate would have it, this puppy was needing another home, otherwise getting put down, and we do what we can to try to do what we can. So back up to a 4-dog household at this point in time. Shout out to everyone who gives the pups loves and adopts and fosters and all that good stuff. Much love to everyone in general. I'm right there with you. With these discounted prices, I was able to make new stakes at lower prices for me. Dude, that is incredible. Yeah, and so if you're staking right now, congrats, you get it. Many thanks, Alan Fizmain, ATX. Appreciate you, Logic33. If you bridge back, you have to claim your transaction, though. I was waiting, and all I had to do was claim it. No, that was teasing. No, yeah. So going from Ethereum to PulseChain, no claim is needed. All you do is send from Ethereum using the bridge to PulseChain. It will show up automatically on the PulseChain side. All you have to do is just insert the token of the address that you will be getting. So most of it has already been found. In fact, Gold Key actually came through and came up with a pretty interesting website that you can use. Let me see if I can find it. Gold. Let me see if I can find it here. Give me one sec. Streaming sites, Ethereum, PulseCheck. Yeah. PulseCheck.anvil.app. Really cool website. And the reason why is because what you can do with this website is actually type in a contract address from that you had from Ethereum. So when you're bridging over, what's going to happen is the money is going to get wrapped into a token, and that wrapped token is going to show up on the other side of the bridge. So if we're going from Ethereum to PulseChain, it will not be the same contract address. It will be a wrapped version of the contract address. And a really cool way that you can use to find out what that contract address is this website right here, pulsecheck.anvil.app. In fact, I will go ahead and put it in the comments as well for anyone who is wanting this website for themselves. If you did not know about this, very cool stuff, because what you can do is go to etherscan.io, and I'm just going to kind of briefly show you how to use the website. We're going to type in HEX. It's going to pull up a contract address right here, exactly like it is. Maybe HEX isn't the best example, only because HEX was also copied, but there's eHEX on whatever. We'll do it on PulseChain. So you copy over this contract address. You come in here, you copy the contract address, you go back to pulsecheck.anvil.app, type in the contract address, paste it in, and what it will do is it will take it from the Ethereum contract address, and it will show you what the bridge token contract address is. So it's going to show you this was the Ethereum contract address, D225. And I'm sure we've done this before, but if you don't know, whoops, did not do that correctly. Share back over here. Cool. Input token from Ethereum. EB39 is in fact the same thing over here on this one, EB39. And what happened is it was transferred over to this address. So all you would do is copy this address, paste it into the wallet. It will let you go ahead and get into the actual address that you're looking for if you did not know about this website. Pretty cool stuff that you can do if you are transferring stuff from Ethereum into PulseChain. Back to why we're talking about that, because if you go from PulseChain to Ethereum, you will have to claim. Okay, there is a claim function that you will need to do. So if you go to bridge.pulsechain.com, you can actually see on here how it all works. There's going to be a little connect wallet. I'll just connect quickly over here so that way y'all can also kind of see how it works. But you just go down into the transactions tab, and I know I don't have any history found, so maybe this isn't the best example. But if you had a transfer happen, you will see there is a claim button that you will need to click from PulseChain to Ethereum. Fun fact. So if you didn't know about that, now you do. I'm catching up on 2X. Haha, thanks, ATX. I'm here for the fam, of course, and the cause. They were there for me. Dude, appreciate you on that one, Alan Fizme. Crypto Wonder, what's up, my G? How you doing, my friends? Guys, go subscribe to Crypto Wonder podcast as well. He is much needed in our ecosystem. Much love to you, Crypto Wonder. What happened with HEX Trading Telegram channel gone? What's the gossip? Yeah, to spill the tea. Well, one, that Telegram channel was trash, man. Like, it's trash. Let's just leave it like that. It was a cesspool full of negativity. Nina want no part of it. So why would you want to be a part of it? I'm glad it's gone. Let's just leave it at that. Exactly. What's up, Alan? Yes, sir. Alan gets all the love. I'm telling you, man, he really does. Sorry to hear about the dog. They are man's best friend. My best friend for sure. Really sucks, man. Got me through some difficult times, especially after my military time. I mean, guys, you gotta understand. I went to some dark, deep places, and I'm surprised that I am still here today, and it's partly due to that pup being there by my side. Not even partly. It's fucking 100% because that pup was by my side and I didn't have anyone else besides that pup, and he's what kept me here. So damn, sucks, but straight up. Logic33, great advice. Appreciate that. Please deploy the like button. Thank you. Dipcatcher, the legend. We got had me sweating, lol. Then I had to go searching and I found the translation, drop down. Then I was like, woo, there's my money. Yo, if you've never bridged before, it can be very nerve-wracking. Something I've always said, and I do this all the freaking time. Test your transactions, folks. Test them. Like, do not just go send. If you got $1,000 and you're trying to bridge it from Ethereum to PulseChain, and you got DAI, and you're like, I'm just going to use the bridge and send $1,000 because I've been doing DeFi for the last 5 years. You're going to end up sweating and freaking the frick out, whether it be how long it takes, whether it be the fact that it's a different contract address, whether it be if you're going from PulseChain to Ethereum that you have to claim, how long you have to wait, what you have to do, the fact that you don't have to claim when you're going from PulseChain or from Ethereum to PulseChain. Test, guys. Test the transaction out. What's the freaking rush that you need to have that money in right this second? Right? Like, that is super, super, super dangerous to be ever in that situation where you feel rushed, where you feel urgent that it has to happen or it's not going to happen. Like, dangerous world to be in. I caution everyone who is in that world to just test it, man. Test the transaction out. Send a freaking dollar. I don't care if it costs $10 to test the transaction. Just freaking test it, right? Because it's so much easier on your brain, on your soul, on your life, on your health, on everything about how it all works and how easy the process really is. But if you haven't done it before, yeah, you're going to be freaking out a little bit. And so good luck and kudos to making it through that. I just caution, guys, that's the same for sending. That's the same for sending money from crypto into fiat. And if you've never done that before, test it. It's the same as going from fiat into crypto. If you've never done that before, make sure you understand how it works. Like, just test, guys. Freaking test. If you've never staked before, you don't understand how the whole staking mechanism works, test it for a freaking week. I don't know. Like, just test. Like, just give it a shot. And obviously, like, you may not come out ahead, and that is okay, folks. It is okay to spend a little bit of dollars to test the transaction out, okay? I want to remind everyone, test, test, test. Yeah. Yeah, pennies will save so much. Dude, so freaking much. That was a test transfer. I still didn't want to leave. Yo, that's hilarious, Dosteezy. That's hilarious, man. That's too funny. I feel you on that one. It never feels good like when you're trying something and then you don't know what's going on, but I'm glad you got it. I'm glad you figured it out. Shit, guys, do not reach out for fucking help on that kind of stuff. And I'm serious about that stuff too, because for whatever reason, you think everyone's out here for the betterment of the world and the crypto space in general, and there are evil, malicious people out there that will have no problem going to sleep at night, draining you of all your money. It's crazy to think that they're out there, but they are. And there is no recourse. So if you're ever getting reached out by someone on a personal DM saying, I can help you, send me a DM and let me make sure to walk you through and go ahead and click this website and type in your seed word so I can see the transaction. Like, yo, no matter what, like, I know it sounds sketch, but people fall for this all the freaking time. So even if they try it on 1,000 people and one person falls for it, then damn, it still is effective for them, because I'm sure they can drain a whole lot of money. So it's crazy to say that they're out there, but yes. ATX, can you please drop the pulse check address into the chat? Much needed info. PulseChain beacon spouts out numerous addresses for the same token. Very confusing for the new users. Yes, so I did put it in the chat for everyone who is here, but that's the website right there. For those of y'all who are just watching and may not see it on a live stream, it's pulsecheck.anvil.app. And with that website, you will be able to see what the code is, what the actual function is, and all that good stuff as well. But keep in mind that, again, folks, at the end of the day, you are responsible for everything that happens within this ecosystem that is crypto. So don't get caught up. Be patient. Take your time. Slow roll it. dude, trust me, I know when money's on the table and if it feels like you lost the money, it's like this unnerving feeling in your stomach. Um, the only thing I could just say is again, just try and slow it down and keep it calm. I thought the claim button on the bridge had been removed. Denise, it is going from it's Big GZ is going from Ethereum to PulseChain that you do not need to claim. If you are coming from PulseChain to Ethereum, you will need to claim. You will also need to have the ETH to pay for the gas that you will need to claim the tokens as well. So if for whatever reason you're sending stuff from PulseChain to Ethereum, know that another step you'll need is to have ETH available to pay for the transaction on the ETH network. It is a transaction when you are claiming. It is a transaction you are executing. So you will need to pay the gas fee. Make sure you have Ethereum in your wallet so you can pay for the gas fee. And do stuff when the gas fees are freaking low, guys. Like right now, I mean, shoot, I'm looking at the Gwei right now, and I don't know if y'all have seen this lately, but hello, like, hello, that is a pretty damn good time, folks. Gwei is looking pretty darn juicy right now, so if you are looking to transact, it might be a pretty good time to transact, whether it be starting a stake, ending a stake, sending something over a bridge, claiming something from a bridge, minting your Hedron. I don't know what you got going on, but shoot, gas fees are cheap right now, and it's because of PulseChain. Appreciate y'all a lot. Appreciate you too, Dosteezy. Yesterday I DM a fake profile of Hexicans. Careful out there. Block and report. Never give your public address and never share your seed phrase, folks. Like fucking A. Treat it like your password, like to your bank account. Would you give someone your password to your bank account? Most times, no, you will not. That is so freaking stupid. Like, why? Like, I'm not saying your significant other, but even then, like, what are we doing? Hey, I'm not gonna get into the semantics of a marriage and all that good stuff, but guys, don't be sharing your passwords with anyone. Damn sure don't be sharing your seed phrase with anyone, and never input if they are asking you to type it in. Like, fuck no. No. Okay? Yeah, you did get DM'd, I bet. All you gotta do is just say, guys, I'm having trouble. Like, just shoot out a little Twitter message, S's and G's, and just see the freaking vultures that are out there. Just say, I'm having some trouble with the bridge, guys. What's going on? Can somebody help me? And if you just see these inflow of messages, hey, shoot me a DM, yeah, help me out, I'll shoot you a DM, blah blah blah. Click this website. Forget all that noise. And I don't wish that upon anybody. So don't even do that as a fun test transaction. But you'll see vultures real freaking fast as well. Chris Birch saying, looks like Pulse and Hex have potentially found a bottom. Pumping really good, ATX. Yeah. Again, hope so. I definitely sure as heck hope so. What are your thoughts on the price of Pulse? Appreciate the super chat as well, Soldier US Air Force. Appreciate your service as well, my friend. What are your thoughts on the price of PulseX during this 2024 bull run if we are still fighting the SEC? Great question. That's a really good question. And you know what's funny about that is I did a fun little stream where I pulled up kind of the XRP case because that was just kind of an easy thing to look at as to like what actually happened with the XRP situation. Was there anything crazy that ended up happening? And XRP was still able to do a freaking 10x after that whole case got brought up against them. So if I'm looking at it from that standpoint of, and again, I'll share this screen right here. But if I'm looking at it from this standpoint, and I do feel the XRP damn sure met a lot more security criteria to become a security or be disclosed as a security. This is XRP right here, folks. So those of y'all who don't know, on December of 2020, that is when the XRP case came out. And of course, we got that good old drop that you see, the 80% dip that you have. Now, keep in mind, this is a weekly chart. So this went on for the span of, we'll say, 3 weeks from the time the information got disclosed, from the time that it found the bottom. So if you look back, I think it's been a couple of weeks at this point in time. I don't think we've really hit the 3-week precipice mark at this point in time based on where we are. I mean, heck, it's been 14 days. We've been 2 weeks now. So if I'm just looking at it from that standpoint, cool. That's where the bottom was found. So maybe we got another week before we find the bottom. Who knows? All we can do is just look back at the past. But what was if you bought this bottom right here, folks, over the span of the next 105 days, that sucker went off and did a 11.5x. That is solid as hell, y'all. And what's crazy about it is even right now, look at this. What's crazy is even right now, if you bought this little dip down during that time, whoop, oh my gosh, get there. There you go. Then you would still be sitting on 3.5x your money. And again, that's granted, that's years later, and that's not necessarily best, but that's like going through a bull cycle right here, going through a bear cycle, and still being up 3.5x the money after everything has been disclosed from the Security and Exchange Commission, and the Ripple has basically won the case at this point in time against where everything's standing. So that's pretty freaking cool. Now, granted, it took some time, but if I'm looking at it from there, okay, cool. So why does all that matter, right? Because if we're looking at it from that perspective, and this is the price of PulseChain right here, then what we're seeing is this little blue line could, in fact, be the bottom, okay? We got pretty darn good close to touching this, and I've had this drawn for some time, but I really thought we'd come back, retest. Sure as shit, we got damn close. We got the pump actually happen soon after, and we just had the daily close of a good little, 24% pump. Like that little pump right there. Always a fan of the pumps. So if I'm seeing it from here, one thing I do notice is we typically tend to have a triple bottom. So we got the first bottom here. We got the second bottom here. We could end up going to a third bottom. And what it would look like is something like this, where it ends up coming back down, retesting it again, and then bouncing back up and to higher and bigger and better things. That's kind of my hope and where I think we'll end up going. But we do typically end up getting a triple bottom typical cycle when it comes to the market. So where do I think the price could go into the future after it all? Well, I definitely see a 10x being feasible. That's obvious. That's pretty simple. I'm in the span in the ballpark that if you want to talk like bearish in that regard, even after everything, we're still in the 30 to 50x for PulseChain. Do 1/3 of that for PulseX if we stay at the 3-to-1 ratio, and that puts it anywhere between 10 to 15 or 18x, I guess, would be a good little way of doing it just based on math. Fun fact, keep that in mind, right? So that's like on a bear side, in my personal opinion. And granted, the XRP case had a lot more going against it, to be fair. So yeah, that's my bearish angle, or not even bearish, but that's just kind of my guesstimate. 30 to 50 for PulseChain, 10 to 20 for PulseX, and plenty for HEX. So hopefully that makes a little bit more sense. And again, something that's always important to know when we're talking about this is, am I talking about the 20x from sacrifice price, or am I talking about 20x from the bottom? And personally, I'm talking about from sacrifice price, to clarify. So something that commonly gets left out, and I think we need to start diving further in, is when you hear someone say that price, you got to follow it up with the next question. Is that from SAC, or is that from all-time lows? Because that does make a difference, folks. It really freaking does. It matters. It really does matter, okay? So if you're talking to someone and they're like, oh man, I'm feeling like we may only get a 5 to 10x, are they talking from now, or are they talking from sacrifice price? Because big difference, right? Especially with PulseX. I mean, heck, there's about a 9-time different, or 8.5 times difference when it comes to the sacrifice price versus current price. Even with PulseChain, it's about a 50% difference. So if you're talking 20 to 50x from current prices right now, if you got in, we're talking 40 to 100x. You see the difference in how that plays out. So it does matter how you're asking that. Be sure to dive further in when someone says a guesstimate in price. Where are they going based on what? And leave it like that. ICOSA and Hedron contract address same on both chains. Yes. Yes. The ICOSA and Hedron, everything was copied from Ethereum over to PulseChain. Literally everything. Everything. mirror copy. So like imagine a mirror's right here, bam, mirror copy, perfect reflection. Forget the tattoos because I don't have any sleeves. But imagine I had this full thing tatted out just like this, full mirror copy. The reason why I bring that up is because everything was copied over, y'all. If you had HEX stakes copied, if you had Hedron stakes copied, ICOSA stakes copied, HSIs copied, NFTs copied, crypto copied. You had ERC20s copied. All of it was copied. Okay. So the code mirror on the other side. So yes, same contract. Adding on to that, there's also the Ethereum Hedron contract address, which is known on PulseChain. And the way you can find that out is using that pulsecheck.anvil.app website that we just used. And again, I know I've pulled this up in the past as well. You just go to Etherscan, type in Hedron, paste in the copy the contract address, paste in on pulsecheck.anvil.app. It'll give you the contract address for Hedron on PulseChain. And you can do that for all the cryptos. They made it very simple and showed you what the contract would be when it got wrapped. So I thought that was pretty cool. To answer the question, Moto Hexer, yes, same contract address. If you were talking Hedron, and ICOSA. If you were talking Hedron on PulseChain, is going to be a different contract address than Hedron on Ethereum. Does that make sense? Let me know if y'all are tracking. Hedron, which is the wrapped version of Hedron from Ethereum on PulseChain, will have a different contract address because it's wrapped versus Hedron native from Ethereum. That goes for all the cryptos, for every ERC20 token, not only HEX, Hedron, ICOSA, everything. Okay. How would you go about getting your seed phrase engraved in metal unless you did it yourself? Because then whoever did the engraving would know the seed phrase. So yeah, they have a couple of things where you can actually do a metal punch. And what's really cool about it is it'll be this metal prong, if you will, metal pencil-like shape, which just has a letter at the end. And what you do is you line it up and then you just hammer it down. That's one way of doing it. Another way of doing it that I've done myself is I use this right here. Oops. I use this right here. And what it is it's a diamond tipped etcher. And what's cool is you can actually, you can kind of hear it. But what you do is you take your things and freaking etch it in that way. You can do multiples. There are several ways of doing it. If you are a guy who's done plenty of stuff with other like tech, and maybe you have some machines like Marco the Hexagon, for example, I'm sure he has stuff that can like emboss or engrave these metal things. So it just depends on what you have. But many things can be done yourself. You just buy them on Amazon, folks. It's not that hard. By you buying it on Amazon doesn't mean you gave them your seed phrase or anything crazy. It literally is just a little thing that says if I want to punch this metal device right here, which has all the seed phrase or all the seed words, for example, up to 24, and this is just one of those quick little examples you can do, then I can come in here and I can start etching it all in using this little zzz and just make all the little words that way, as if I was writing on a piece of paper. So many different things that you can do to get that done, Dosed Easy. Any Telegram bots you use or recommend for Pulse Analytics? No. If you find some, Logi33, hit me up. It'd be cool to check them out myself. Duh, I see the address in the chat now. Thanks, of course. Dosed Easy, appreciate ATX, a 10X from where Sac. Oh, shit. Woo, that's what I'm saying. Follow up with that question. That's exactly my point. Epic freaking time to bring that up. But exactly, you want to bring it up and say, is that from SAC price or current price? Big difference, y'all. Big difference, especially with how far in price everything is right now. Because right now, the PulseX price is looking damn good, if you ask me. The Pulse price is looking damn good, if you ask me. The HEX price is looking damn good, if you ask me. You got it. You already know, like, everything is looking so freaking epically phenomenal right now. So guys, in order to actually like get these little levels, and I did some of the math on this, like to get yourself a billion PulseX right now, which is fun, Cost $17,000. And I know a lot of people who've bought HEX at $17,000 worth as an initial investment. And if you can get yourself a billion PulseX at these prices, god dang, congratulations, my friend. Yes, but very good point to bring that up. Yes, ask them from SAC or from where the current price is currently at right now. Okay, so at the current price of where the die stands, it's 4 zeros and a 1-7. So again, just getting back up to the sacrifice price, you're already looking pretty darn good in terms of what you can get done. And again, I'll always pull these up just to make it simple and fun for everyone who may be out there curious as to how it's all going and what's going on. And but again, long story short, folks, I don't want to keep this stream too long. This is the PulseX price. This is also mirrored above with the Pulse price. If you were curious as to what this line is right here, it is the Pulse price up here. So it's just another copy of where everything stands. Everything does tend to move together, as you can see, but price is currently sitting at 4 zeros and a 1-7. So even just getting back up to sacrifice from this range right here is a good little 5x yo money on that one. 6x technically. Anyways, not going to get into semantics right now, but that's what it is. That's pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. And then on top of that, where I plan on going from there. So freaking epic time to be involved. Okay. What else do we got? And we'll wrap it up. Dip is juicy. Does that work well? Yes, it works very well. Very well. Pump me full of all the hopium. Appreciate you, Dose Easy. Guys, it's going to wrap it up the end of the stream. Thank you so much for all the love, support, and appreciation from all of y'all. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.